Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again, breathing in that good, beautiful indoor prana. 13 steps to get through a rough day. Apparently, life is rough right now. Not just for you, but for me sometimes as well. For everybody, it seems so. Sometimes you just get a rough day. Not just rough, but very rough. Rough. Can I get a hello? We got a question in from someone who said they are going through hard times, but it's not just that they're having a rough day. Every day seems to be getting rougher and rougher. Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey, being a psychologist, a counselor, but more so, someone that knows how to move around, because you got to become an alchemist, right? I wrote a long time ago, the secret of alchemy is making the best out of the worst and not allowing external events to govern your internal condition. Now, you try saying that on a rough day, it won't work. Can I get a hello? The first step that has helped me is not all of these positive mantras, because when you're going through a rough day, that's the last thing you want to hear. Just stay positive. You're like, hey, screw off. No, F off, right? Better. Sounds better. Okay? So food and mood has helped me along my journey. Look, when you are going through a really rough day, a lot of us, we eat foods that make us feel even rougher. You're feeling like crap, you go and eat crap. So I just found out what a small handful of hemp seeds can really do for you on a rough day. Right? It just takes the edge off. Or what a delicious mango juice can do for you on a really rough day. Because life is going to get rough. You got to become an alchemist, right? The second step is to slow down. So I'm talking to a friend and they tell me, look, happiness or whatever you want to do in life doesn't have to be hard. We've got this illusion of hard work equals success or happiness. And for a lot of my early childhood, even growing up into my teens, I thought that was true. The harder you work, no pain, no gain. But as I've began to dive deeper and deeper, I realized actually no. Our true state is pure relaxation. Because that's what the cat down the road is doing, and it gets on just fine. But no, you want to go the long way around. You want to start sweating, grinding, just to say, I've put in the hard work, and you still end up getting no results. Don't worry about it. The third step, simple secret in becoming your greatest version. If you're going through a rough day, always remind yourself you can always change the perspective, right? I'm not going to tell you that, look, there are people who are starving in the world, because once again, if you're going through a rough day, that won't help you out. But what I will share with you, something which always helps me, is just putting things in perspective, right? Because when it rains, it pours, right? You get a parking ticket, then your girlfriend shouts at you, or you shout at your girlfriend, or look, you don't win the lottery. It happens. It all happens at the same time. But when you actually put things in perspective to say, actually, what is working? What is happening in my life which I can actually be proud of? It goes a long way. And also, the fourth step is just to say, am I by myself? You see, a lot of us, we're going through rough days because we are so independent. You see, that's the independence trap. And that was me for a long time, saying I could do everything by myself. But actually, no. Because when I share on Infinite Waters, I've got many people helping me behind the scenes, who have been helping me, who have been supporting me. Thank you. I salute you. Right? I'm not doing this alone. Right? You don't grow by yourself. You grow with other people. You can start sharing experiences. They might even give you a few tips. They might even make a video for you. right? Telling you how to deal with a rough day. But you see, a lot of us, we want to stay all by ourselves. So we end up, well, all by ourselves. Not fun. Sometimes it's fun. The fifth step is to look at your environment. Now, there's something called epigenetics. Dr. Bruce Lipton, he's come on the show, Bruce Lipton, and basically, wherever you place yourself, the environment, if you're in an office, if you're in nature, that is going to actually start changing your DNA. More so, it's going to lock you into a program, a routine. Well, now it's hard to get out of it. You see, it moves us into a comfort zone. So what happens if your comfort zone is somewhere where you don't like, but you're afraid of venturing out? Well, then you're pretty screwed. And that is most of us. That was me along my early journey. I didn't want to leave my job, even though I was miserable there. And every day was rough. I would get in, look at the time. Oh my gosh. Right? You don't want to be there, but it's comfortable because what else are you going to do? So I told myself I've got to start moving into a more inspiring environment. That's why most of the time I'm in nature. Not right now though. No, there are no trees around, right? But you got to reconnect back with more organic environments. And also you got to be somewhere where you're comfortable. Somewhere which moves you into becoming your greatest version. Not somewhere where you can't stand and you just want to close your eyes like that. Wake up. You're not dreaming. Get back to work. Oh no. Number 6 is this too shall pass. You see, a lot of us, we think if something terrible is happening throughout the day, it's going to go on and on and on. And what's helped me along my journey is realize that go back into those really hard moments of your day. Wait a minute, they went away, right? So no matter what you're going through, it's definitely going to pass away. Number 7 is to always stop blaming yourself. Shame and guilt will keep you a prisoner, right? That will make your day very rough indeed. You're guilty because you made a few mistakes in the past. Who cares? Right? That's what you got to say. Who cares? Look, there's no perfection around here. You're guilty, you're shameful, feeling ashamed of yourself, embarrassed. You got to learn how to become more kinder to yourself. And what do? Well, I love skating every single day, moving into my body. So even if I'm going through a rough day, I'm a wizard, baby. I'm an alchemist. You got to also take responsibility. Number 8, right? Because when days are going rough, sometimes what happens to me is that I'm going through a very rough time, right? A rough day. And sometimes I say, they did it. It's all their fault. Then I actually say, wait a minute. What am I actually contributing to make my day more rougher? And then I see actually a hell of a lot based on my attitude, right? Based on me just blaming my job. No, you've got a choice to move wherever. You've got a choice to move wherever you want to be, baby, right? Number 9 is to be more vulnerable. The most vulnerable people in the world are the most powerful. You see, a lot of us, we're going through a rough day because we are hiding our emotions, we're hiding how we feel, and you've just got to be yourself. Some people say, how can you share day in, day out? I say, I'm just being me. You see, when you are vulnerable, when you're authentic, you become very powerful because now you are in your true element. You see, most of us, we're just good liars. We're not doing something we want to do. We're just there. And that is going to catch up with you down the line, right? It catches up with most of us. And we're like, I can't handle this anymore. Number 10 is to realize that how you see me has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with you. If you can remind yourself that, it's going to help you get through a rough day. You see, a lot of us, what makes our days even rougher is meeting other people, right? Who make us sometimes feel bad. Sometimes they criticize us, but you got to not take everything so personal. That's what's helped me along my journey, right? If someone doesn't like me, if the cat down the road doesn't like me, I say, okay, well, it's got nothing to do with me. Maybe the cat down the road is not in a good mood. We can live with that, right? Number 11 is gratitude. The happiest people in the world are the most grateful. So the most miserable people in the world are the least grateful. I never used to say thank you. Never, ever, ever used to say thank you, right? And then I started just to slow down and say, wait a minute, I've actually got a hell of a lot going on for me. And even if you are going through a rough day, that is going to help you move out of it. Help you not destroy yourself, for goodness sakes. Number 12, ask yourself this question. Am I living my calling today? That's the greatest question you can ask yourself if you're going through a rough day. And if you say no, well, chances are you're going to be having a rough day. If you say yes, I'm living my calling, but it's still rough, just be proud that you at least found your life calling, right? Once again, be grateful. And number 13 for me is to just realize that, look, you need contrast in life. I ask myself, what can I learn from this very rough day? And sometimes there's nothing to learn except this is a very rough day and I don't want to go through it again. And that's okay, but at least you've learned something, right? Rough days are okay. Look, we don't live in Paradise Island. Well, there are paradise islands in the world, but most of us don't live there. There is contrast. We have great days and we have not so great days, and that is great. So what's helped me is really just finding balance, right? A lot of the times, look, I'm a Pisces. I'm never really way excited. I'm never really not excited. I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm not too high. I'm not too low. I'm just right there. And that helps me deal with the day, helps me just to breathe in that good ass prana. So there you have it. This life can be anything you want. That won't help you on a rough day. What will, though, is going for a good skate around. Can I get a hello there? Have a beautiful day. Infinite waters, diving deep. Once again, stay well, stay healthy. Peace.